but it's made you go, yeah, do I really, really, really want to do this? I'm not sure about where I've ended up here. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a general reading for January 2020 for Taurus. So being a general reading, all the general reading rules apply. They're down in the description down below, but basically time's not absolute, roles can be reversed, but my readings are normally quite person-centered, so it's more than likely about you. Now, if you've watched my readings before, you know I like you to come to me with a question. So, pause the video if you have to, but focus on all of the questions that are around you at the moment. Pick one of them, focus on it, because energy in, energy out. But be aware of all the others, because the cards will answer whatever they please to, and not necessarily what you and I think is the most important one. So having said that, just to let you know, I've also got a lot of lunar readings that come up: waxing moon, waning moon, new moon, full moon. Keep your eye open for them. And let me now bring up the cards. Anything else that I've forgotten to say, it's down in the description below anyway. So, right. So as I was shuffling the oracle cards, the ones that are flipped over, third one with inspiration, Zachriel, the angel of memory, Rhiannon, sorceress, impatience, rejection, and bittersweet. I'm going to go into those hopefully once the tarot reveal themselves. And two very interesting affirmations. I honour the ancient cycles of Mother Earth, and standing barefoot on the ground standing barefoot on the earth helps ground and connect me. So what I'm really picking up on is firstly that inspiration and memory, because on the bottom of the decks we have Justice, Nine of Pentacles, which in this deck is a very shape-shifting card, or bringing in wisdom card, and then Illumination, which is a special card in the, I've forgotten what this particular tarot deck is called. No, it escapes me, but that's embarrassing. And I can't see the box lying around anywhere because it's a lot of boxes. But with this inspiration, angel of memory, and Rhiannon, sorceress, it's all about some form of manifestation that you have been bringing around. And I want to say have been as well as are in the process of, because I feel that that Nine of Pentacles here relates to the Nine of Pentacles that opened the cards of the present. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, if the past and the present, especially the present, don't fit, the reading's not for you. You know, don't try and make it fit. It either fits or it doesn't. But there was a time when you were, in fact, like I say, it's all about manifestation, but all about you being fair. So, because I believe that you're wanting to race off at the moment into a whole new direction where you think you've been given some wisdom that makes you go, oh, yes, now I know where I want to go. I don't know whether you have or not yet, so that probably sounded overly critical. But you are in the process of transformation rather than having achieved the transformation and heading off in the new direction. You may be heading off in the new direction, but the transformation is going to be happening en route. So what I want to look at first is the distant or relevant past, where you've learned a lesson in the past that is helping shape the way you are reacting right now. Okay, so we had, this is quite a social card. We've got the Five of Swords, which, as you know, can be conflict. But here I feel it's like more good-natured competition, but it maybe got carried a little bit too far when you were starting a new beginning with some other people, I would imagine, by the looks of this. But notice how the pentacle here is pointing downwards. Be it normally I wouldn't even notice, but being followed straight by the devil, you maybe got into the competition a bit too much and answered to your lower nature, um, which caused more hassle than it needed to, and you needed a lot of strength to take on to cover the burdens that you had taken on by this competition. So almost like there was a group of you, and either all of you decided or somehow it got decided that you would be doing a certain thing, and then once you got into that thing, it's like, how much have I got to do? How much time is this going to take up? How much? And it was with that Devil and Ace of Pentacles card. It's you were trying to show that you were the best, the strongest, the brightest, the biggest, the whatever, the mostest. But since it's a devil card, I always like to. Oh, in fact, they're here. Let's have a look. I always like to clarify the devil when it turns up, because I've got some really nice tarot cards to do exactly that. Let's have a look. So what's this devil in the past? But it's like you took on a burden and then it made you go, oh my God. It was like all encompassing. And that's something that you ended up getting yourself out of, or because of the burden, you ended up pretty much on your own. Yeah, I mean, you didn't. There was an element of being the mostest, strongest, fastest, brightest, whatever, toughest, craftiest, whatever. It didn't leave you in a bad place materially. You certainly had your own material empire from this. I don't know, these are all really good cards, but I'm just not feeling it. Because you was emperor of your own domain, but I feel like the ground was almost giving way beneath you. You had plenty of material goods and plenty of material goods and resources for what you wanted to do, but it's like it gathered a life of its own. Now, let me just let the cat out. Bear with me. Okay, every time. Well, to be fair, she's doing it less now. Right, so where was I? Yeah, so it's almost like this project or this whatever it was, it took on a life of its own. It ended up causing you a lot of stress. And it's as if you was waiting for some information to come to relieve the workload from you. But that workload just carried on and carried on. But recently, you have had a new beginning with this. It's almost like you've completed a level on a game, and you've not necessarily gone up a level, but you've changed level. Okay, that makes it sound like you could have gone down, but new environment, new cityscape if you're talking GTA or something like that. But it's made you go, yeah, do I really, really, really want to do this? I'm not sure about where I've ended up here. And there was an urge to shoot off in a completely other direction, although he was a little unsure of quite what direction you wanted to shoot off into. But you certainly made haste, and it's not left you as comfortable materially as what you were before. It's almost like you're wanting to move away from all that material aspect. But it's given you no end of skill, and it's time for you literally to wave your magic wand and manifest now what you do want, because this was quite an intensive learning experience and hard blooming work, hard work. And the phrase "don't work hard, don't work smart" comes into my mind with this. So because it has been causing you pain, you're still hurting over something to do with this situation, whatever this thing was that you was trying to build. The fact that you've got disillusioned with it and cheesed off with it doesn't discount the pain of having walked away from it. Um, but it's a price that you have paid for the wisdom that you already have. And to be quite honest, you're in a better place right now. And you are still master of your own domain. So it's for you to just observe at the moment, see where your dream is going to take you, see what your dream is for the time being. I think you've got an idea, but you haven't quite got the all the ins and outs. You know, you haven't dotted the I's and crossed the T's on anything yet, that's for certain. But there is a glimmer of light in the distance, but you're sort of playing a game where you're trying to defend everything at the moment. But where we had we have the Emperor, which leads straight into the Empress. So maybe that's a love thing going on, you know, divine pairing there. But also, the time is coming very, very soon where you get to pick what option you want to take. And I feel that the option that you want to take is the one where you are relying most on yourself, least on others, and possibly the option where you get to spend more time on your own. Because there is wisdom coming for you. As long as you are putting the work in, you're going to be finding that you are quite comfortable. And there is, like I say, it's still light at the end of the tunnel, not coming into the sunshine, but the sun is shining on you at the moment. It is illuminating your path forward all the way. You've got to be more strategic on how you are moving forward, but there is clarity coming that hasn't been present recently. And I know it's that clarity that you are after. We've got the Two of Wands here. Now the sun is starting to shine, look. Two of Wands, Two of Swords, ooh, and the Tower. But I actually feel really good about this Tower. It's almost like there is a place of sanctuary coming, but you just have to get rid of a lot of stuff to get there. Which is probably explaining this bittersweet rejection and impatience. You want all this to be over. I can understand that. Ain't gonna be. Not for a little while, but you're in the last chapter of the book on this. Do you know what I mean? Because there is a new direction coming. But you have to make sure that your pain, where you rejected or have been rejected, it still hurts, whichever one of those two you did. And you have to make sure that that is not defining your actions, but it will bring your the torment of all this to an end, and where you can just go, I have had enough now. Now let's see if this is the same future or someone else. So this is Six of Wands clarified by the Six of Wands. So victory, clarified victory in the High Priestess. Yeah, there's a change coming. This burden that you took on possibly years ago, it hasn't quite finished with you yet. You haven't quite finished with it, but you are going to be going, there you go. I've had enough of that now. And that point in time is coming. I keep getting drawn to the Oracle card set before I even look at these, because, okay, people are telling you that you need to be sticking to the rules, and they're not. They are leaving you alone to get on with it, but that is birthing whole new ideas with you. So like I'm saying, use that time on your own, because this balancing act is going to come to an end, and There is a rebirth coming. Okay, we've got a Nine of Wands, but I've not got the Wounded Warrior vibe with this at all. It's far more fertile than that. Thinking of the numerology of nine, of how it's always reborn. It hides, but it's reborn in numerology. There's There is a reason you have learnt all these skills. Do not worry about that. There's a reason that you have done all of this. It is going to stand you in good stead, and that reason is going to make sense for you. It might be a bit of a long trudge there. Just do not let yourself get paralyzed by anxiety in the meantime, but you are drawing this to a close. Whatever this burden is that you've been working on recently, you've already started to try and get rid of it, that is drawing to a close. And then you can put it all down and walk away in victory. So whether that's you're walking towards a victory or you are walking away having achieved a victory, I'm not quite sure. I think more you're walking towards a victory, because I don't think that you feel particularly victorious about having picked this burden up in the first place and then having to put it back down again. The guardian angel of youth. As I share my enthusiasm, humour and sense of fun, I protect and honour my youthful spirit. Yeah, you're starting something new. You're definitely coming to start something new. So don't let pride get in your way. You are going to rediscover a hunger for a new path. But in the meantime, you are stepping into stillness and being aware of everything that's been going on. Because I think there was a couple of Four of Swords, wasn't there? You need that alone time. Just not even just to sit and think about it, but as you are spending time alone, things are going to pop into your head, sudden little realizations as your subconscious cogs are going tick, tick, tick. And you're just going to go, hang on a minute, that happened because of this, and I was feeling like that because of that. And do you know what I mean? Making you understand all this stuff, because clarity is coming for you soon, but it's not here at the minute. All there seems to be here at the minute is pain and work. But you are going through a transformation where you are able to look after your health, and you are going to be going towards a leadership role, but that is after you set down this current burden, whatever it may be. Recognize your divine worth, choose loving thoughts. So remember what I was saying about you not feeling particularly victorious about this? Don't worry, there has been a reason for you going through all of this, for the skills that you've got, the connections that you've made, or that'll come clear in time. The world is a way of making sure it comes clear. Be open to healing information. So like I said, somewhere around here you was waiting for some news, or you received some news. There is more information that will come that I think is going to assist you put down this burden and set off on that towards that new victory. You're actually going to find the transition quite effortless once it finally arrives, but it is going to take its time. Just keep listening to your intuition, have faith, renewal is coming, but be humble. Okay, like I say, be fair and be humble. So I hope that made sense for you, Taurus, because that looks like a lot of hard work you've been going through. And I know at the minute it feels like it's for nothing. It's not for nothing, but you are going on to a new thing. It is time to put whatever this is down and just go, yeah, that had enough. But there is victory coming. 2 6 of Wands, each clarifying each other. So if this means anything to you, Taurus, please comment down below. Press subscribe while you're there, and stay tuned to the channel for full moon, new moon, waxing and waning moon readings. They're a lot shorter than these ones, you know, but it's just to give you that little oomph. All right, cheers. Oh, Happy New Year.